I mean? Like you're living in a fairy tale if you think it is.
I mean, look,
Uh,
even last week, chip sector, a lot of chip stocks worst week since January 2022. It was the Nasdaq's worst week since 2022. The S&P's worst week since March 2023. It was last week was a
hey,
bloodbath, and it's not surprising to see
September,
today get
man,
recovered.
September, buddy. September, like when that August, September comes around, it doesn't matter what's going on in the world. I'm telling you, when the U.S. equities gets to August to September, expect some market turmoil, expect some volatility, expect that VIX to get up there 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. It even got as high as 50 on the
You know,
last settle
yeah, in
off
August.
like a month ago.
Yeah, yep, that was
So,
crazy.
you know, you have to like just be vigilant and stuff. And when you see these irregularities, as I call them, these discounts on these big household names, you just have to stick with it. If you like MicroStrategy at 180, why wouldn't you like it at 125, 130? If you liked Nvidia at 140, 145, why wouldn't you like it at
I mean, it's
105,
very
1?
psychological, because it's like when people see it going up, they think it goes more. When people see it down, they think it's going to go more down. But it's like training your brain to know that the market's going to move in waves. So if you're trying to catch the wave high, like you should be looking at the RSI. There's a bunch of other indicators, maybe the market sentiment that's going on, the futures. Like there's tons of things to look at to determine where you're at in the wave, and just controlling yourself while you're on the wave. If you're down on the low, you're not looking for the wave to go lower, but you're kind of like, okay, I'm about to catch the wave now. But if you're trying to catch it
Yeah.
when it's too high, or you're trying to, go down when it's too, you know what I'm saying. It just, you got to be able to
Yeah.
control yourself. That's the only real way you're gonna be able to make it.
Yeah,
Cause
like I mean when August to September comes up, a lot of household names go on sale. Some names get a little beat up more than others.
yeah,
Some hold a little value. One thing I noticed about the market is funny to mention. I was just speaking on the phone to a friend, and I was telling him, I'm like, yo, have you noticed over like the past 6, 7 years, every time the market's going through like a bad time, Tesla starts to rally.
where's Tesla
And
at
I'm
now?
just, oh,
Like
probably
200
215,
or
20.
215?
Nah, like
Yeah,
it's definitely above 200. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
been firm above 200 for a little
It
while
might have
now.
been close there last week, but yeah.
I'm telling you, when the market takes off, Tesla's gonna fly off, man. Like I mean, yo, the Cybertrucks are gonna get going, and then you're not talking about any of the AI stuff, any of the robotics. There's a lot of things under the hood over there at Tesla, and if you're buying TSL now, which is on the wall, you're buying Tesla, which is on the wall, on our Let's Save Together wall. You know, these are positions where you're gonna build up and you're gonna hold for the long hold, and
Yeah. I mean, this is
I
such a
can,
great time. Everyone's so focused on the short term now. The stuff you're saying
yeah,
about Tesla and even Nvidia, it's hard to kind of, for most people to see
I
what the
I think
future,
Tesla
how
is gonna.
promising the future
Tesla
is.
is I think Tesla is the best purchase in the Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
Tesla's really good right now. You
To
you
make the
know what's
most
really
money,
on
yeah.
good? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like what's really on good discount right now? That is going to surprise you, and it's a really big name, and they're going to rally back at some point. You know it. I know it. It's just inevitable. Google.
So,
Google's on sale. Google's getting clobbered down. But this is August, September. Like you have to be ready to actually purchase these names. But like what happens, a lot of times people see it going red, and what they do, they sell out the position.
yeah.
Like there's no purchasing. But for the followers that do, for the viewers that do, very smart to buy in August and September. Very, very smart. It takes a genius to buy in these months.
I mean, it takes the
So
confidence to know. It
definitely
also
give
takes the
yourself
capital,
credit.
too. You got to have the capital. You could want to buy all you want, but if you don't got the money, then you just. But I think that's because I especially learned it even last month of just being like, hey, I maybe in June I should have been thinking about selling out at a lot of the highs and then holding cash, and taking every lesson as a blessing. Like, hey, am I upset that I didn't do that? Of course, because I would have had more. But do I realize like, hey, I'm learning from it, and I'm still in a position where I still have everything. I didn't just immediately sell out of everything that I had. I'm like, hey, I realize where it went wrong. I realize where it's at. Let me just try to take the most advantage of where the market's at now. So that way, when I'm looking like a year down the line, I'm like, okay, yeah, that didn't go good, but I took advantage when it was really red, and now I'm here. That's the best thing we can really do
Yeah, I
through all
mean,
this volatility.
August and September are the times, man. Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest with you, like the
Actually,
market
yeah.
rallied back. Today's been rallying back. The S&P's up 1%. The Dow's up, exploded up almost 600 points. The Nasdaq exploded up 200 and something points. I mean, I think these rallies are short lived.
Yeah.
I think there's still more downside for the market. I think you can see a S&P around 5,400, and you can see a Nasdaq under 18,000. I know it sounds crazy, but it can get there. And then the Dow going under 40,000, I think fluttering with 39,000 is probably as low as
Hmm.
going to go. If it goes lower, it's going to be crazy. But you know, I wouldn't say there's too much downside here. Maybe like another 5% on everything, and then
Yeah.
we'll probably fly high for the rest of the year.
Because
But
hey, there's a lot. CNBC's been kind of back and forth. There was a Michael Ferroli, I think I think it was his name, from J.P. Morgan, and he was saying like the market needs a half cut. Then there was this other guy saying like I forget what firm he was from, but he's saying the market really that's too much. Like that would be dangerous. It really just needs a quarter cut. So you also have a lot of
okay.
couple mixed opinions of that, and that's going to play in the next week on or
Well,
that's
I mean,
actually
that's analyst. Like
10,
that's
15
analyst for you. I'm not
days.
gonna I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna guess the interest rate right perfectly for you, so you can
Oh yeah,
like
no, no, no. Well, we can just
like
be
neither here
prepared
or
for
there.
it.
Like
Yeah, we can just be
some of
prepared for it.
these analysts, yeah, like some of these analysts want to give out their predictions and stuff, and sometimes they're straight wrong.
Yeah,
So the market will be the market. Right? Like Powell's going to do what he wants, whether it's a quarter, like 25 basis point cut or 50 basis point cut. I mean, like we know a cut is coming.
yeah,
Will that be good for the markets? I think in the long run, yes. I think in the short term, I think the market might react in a way that's not really kosher, let's say.
yeah. What
For
did we
lack of
say
better
with
word.
Tom? What did we say with Tom Lee before? Remember, he had said something about how the markets go up after the rate cuts. It was like
Yeah, well, I mean,
he had some kind of
well,
stat
think
on it.
about
I remember you had said
I
it
mean,
a couple episodes
think
ago.
about rate cuts. Like rate cuts are lower rates across the board, so the market's going to go up. But I'm saying in the immediate short term, does it rally? It We'll have to see. Like
Yeah,
we'll have to see because I mean, at the end of the day, it's September, so you like instantly as like a trader, I'm going to be like, oh, it's a rate cut. The market has to rally, right? It
yeah,
has to, right? So anytime you're trading and something has to,
yeah. It's the wrong mindset.
it might really go the other way, and you're gonna be like stuck holding the bag. So, I would say let the market shake out. If there's any opportunities on the downside where you see some of your household names getting beat up, this would be the perfect time to add to it. I mean, lower rates is going to create a better market environment. I don't really see a recession on the horizon. It's not.
Yeah,
I just don't see it. Like I said in the last episode, I'm gonna say it again. I don't see it. Maybe it's not for me to see, or maybe I'm like right,
maybe.
use the experience to tell me that it's not. But with the markets, you just never know, man. You can't. Like I don't have a crystal ball, as I say.
Yeah, no. I mean,
The market really doesn't know you, and it doesn't care. So when these names get discounted, like these names are, like Nvidia's discounted, MicroStrategy's discounted, Super Micro's discounted, Google's discounted. These are the times. These are the times to add to your positions and really grow out a portfolio for the long term, for the 5-year hold.
yeah, without a doubt. This is the best time to long term invest. I've been talking to a couple of my friends because they're watching us, and as they keep watching, they've like kind of been skeptical. Like as we keep saying, like this is the best time to buy. Like if you wanted to start investing and you never did before, like you're starting at a time where it's like kind of like a borderline recession. People are saying that it is, but it's really not. But the prices are still pretty low, like it is one. And like what a time
Yeah.
to just get in and really buy.
I mean, there's an old saying, right? The best time was yesterday, but the second best time is today.
Yeah.
So, you know, you like you do what you got to do. You know, if you can't buy some of these names because you're short on funds, it happens. It happens to me. Happens to Steve. You know, it's all about your risk appetite and then what you got available to purchase. But you know, these next few weeks are going to be really interesting, man. Let's see if some of these names come down more. But I can tell you right now, MicroStrategy, Nvidia, Supermicro, Google. You know, these names are on sale, big time sale.
Yeah. We got like
So